Alright guys, welcome back to another Math Simplified video. Today our lesson is simplifying expressions. Alright, so simplifying expressions. Simplifying expressions is just to simplify an expression in a simpler form by combining like terms. So here we're gonna see a couple of examples. So just like terms having the same variable factors. So here we have an example that says 3x plus 7x. Alright, so they both have the same variable here, which is x and x. So what that means is that we can add them both together and that would equal 10x. Okay, so that's only if they have the same variable. Here we notice that they have the same variable, which is x. So both terms have a variable of x, if you notice here. So that's one thing. And the second thing, look, here we have 5a plus 2b minus 3a. So if you notice here, we have 2a's and then we have 1b. So what that means is that we can only add up the two terms that have the same variable. So our answer would be 5 minus 3 would be 2. So it would be 2a plus 2b. We leave the 2b the same because there's nothing we could add or subtract from the 2b, since like there isn't any other term that has the same variable as 2b. So the term 5a and negative 3a have the same variable of a, which means we can add them up together. Alright, so here we have another example, which is 4x minus 2 plus 5x plus 8. Okay, so what we could do is combine the terms that have the same variables, which is 4x and 5x, since they both have the same variable here, which is x. And we can also combine negative 2 and 8 since they don't have a variable together, and that's what makes them alike, similar. So yes, what we're going to do first is add up 4x plus 5x, and that would equal 9x. And then afterwards, we combine negative 2 plus 8, which would give us positive 6. So this would be our simplified expression. Alright, so here it says simplify the expression. We have 9x minus 2x plus 5x. So if you notice here, we can combine all of them together since they all have the same variable, which is x. So that means we won't have any problem simplifying this expression. So what's 9x minus 2x? Well, that would be 7x. Then we bring the 5x afterwards, and we can also simplify this even more, do 12x. So this would be our simplified expression, 12x. So if you notice here in the solution, it says group the like terms. They're all like terms since they have the same variable, 9x, negative 2x, and 5x. So we group them together, and then afterwards we add them up, and then we bring the variable with it. So it would be 12x. Okay, so here we have a practice. So simplify each expression. So if you notice, for the first example, we have the same variable. They're all like terms. When I mean like terms, is that they all have something in common, which is that they have a variable of x. So that means we can simplify this even more. So 3 plus 2, well, that would be 5x. And then minus 4x, well, that would just equal to x by itself. Then we have 7y minus 5 plus 4 minus 2y. So we have two different groups of like terms. The first group is 7y and negative 2y, since they have the same variable, which is y. And then afterwards we have negative 5 and 4, since they don't have a variable and they're like terms, okay? So for that, 7y minus 2y, well, that would be 5y. And then negative 5 plus 4, well, that would just be negative 1, okay? And this is our simplified expression. Now we have 9 plus 11m minus 5 plus 4m. So we have two different groups again. We have 11m and 4m, since they have the same variable. We have 9 and negative 5, since they don't have a variable and they're like terms. So 11m plus 4, that would be 15m. And then 9 minus 5, well, that would just be 4. So this is our solution to the simplified expression. Here we have more practice problems. So 3x plus 7x, well, they're both like terms, so that would just equal to 10x. We could just simplify it even more. Then we have 12y minus 4y plus 6y. Well, we can also simplify that even more since they all have a variable of y. So 12y minus 4y, that would just be 8y. And then 8y plus 6y. Well, that's just 14y. And we're able to simplify our expression. Then we have 5a minus 9a, and then we have 2b minus 8b. Here we have two different groups of like terms. So 5a minus 9a, that would just be negative 4a. And then we have 2b minus 8b, so it would just be negative 6b. Negative 6b. All right, here we have a different example. Here we have to use distributive property to distribute the 4. Okay, so 4 times 3p, that would just be 12p. And then 4 times 2, well, that would just be 8. And then we have a 6p left over, so we just bring it down. 6p. Okay, so here, the only thing we can simplify is the 12p and the 6p since they're basically like terms. So 12p plus 6p, that would just be 18p. And then we just bring the 8 because we can't simplify that. And that's our simplified expression. All right. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and understood something about simplifying expressions. And I hope to see you in the next lesson.